Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here, just sitting in my office, and I wanted to shoot this video and just remind you that you have to get to a point where you have to focus on your life. You have to focus on your life because you're the one that's responsible for it. No one else is responsible for what you accomplish or don't accomplish in your life. It starts with you. And if you owe anybody the ability to be able to be successful, you owe it to yourself. And that's in addition to, on top of owing it to those you love, owing it to your family, your close friends, etc. But you owe it to yourself. And here's the thing that I've come to understand in this journey called life, is that some people are going to always ignore you. They're going to always ignore you. They're not going to be able to see your worth. They're not going to be able to see your value. It's not that they can't see it. They just choose not to see it. And that's just some truth serum for you. But here's the thing. You don't have time to chase after them. Don't chase after them. Don't even waste your time, your energy chasing after folks who deliberately ignore you, who deliberately don't see your worth, who deliberately don't see your value. And we have to be careful, because by accepting someone else's estimation of what they think our worth or our value is, we allow them to control our value based on their perception of us. And that's problematic, because I am a firm believer that perception is not always reality. So let's be clear about that. But when this happens, when we fall into this trap, as I like to call it, what happens is we don't take responsibility for our behaviors and for our feelings. And you've heard me say this before, that behind our feelings is nothing. But behind every principle we stand on is a promise. And it's too many people operating based on their feelings, and they're not operating based on the principles that they live by. And if they're not living by any principles, they need to adopt some. Period. Point blank. But here's the caveat. You don't become aware of your strengths, and you don't develop the posture to work towards becoming a better version of yourself when you're too busy focused on what someone else's perception of you is, right? So that's why, in the process of becoming a better version of yourself, because you are your own competition, you are your only competition, you have to focus on your life. You have to be the best person you can be. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. And I understand. Do good for others. That's important. Wish others well. Nothing wrong with that. But don't wait for the approval of others. Because some people will be waiting a lifetime for the approval of certain individuals. And when I mean waiting for a lifetime, they'll see life pass them by, and they never got the approval or the validation that they were looking for, because they were too busy focused on getting their acceptance instead of just focusing on and living their life. And that's a problem, because we have to always remember, and don't forget this, our esteem, our self-esteem is what makes us who we are. And I say that because we have been and will always be the total sum of the faith that we carry deep within us, deep inside of us. So what are you going to do to put that faith in action? Because having faith is not enough without the action behind it. People say they believe. People say that they know that they deserve more than what they have right now. But what are the action steps that you're taking in order for your situation to change? So that's something that I wanted to share with you today. Can't believe that we're already through one quarter of this year. We have officially entered into the second quarter of this year. What are you going to do to make sure that the second quarter is better than the first quarter? Even if you had a good first quarter, what are you going to do to capitalize on that momentum? And it starts with you. And it starts with you putting the faith that you have into action. So focus on yourself. Focus on your life. That doesn't mean don't be there for people. But just get your priorities in order. And in the process of you getting your priorities in order, you're getting your house in order as well. So I wanted to share that with you. I hope that it was of value to you. If it was, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to like, comment, and share this video with someone. If you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.